Good afternoon, Americans and humans. This is your favorite alien here on the afternoon of Thursday, July 23rd, 2022. In a special commentary today, and I'm entitling it 21st Century Earth versus Star Trek SNW for Strange New World. It's a new Star Trek series. And how it stacks up to the real life here. Okay. Uh, let's start with the first episode of Star Trek Strange New World, where the Enterprise comes into contact with his solar system and has developed a new weapon. And come to find out, it's a warp bomb. Oh, that could be dangerous, huh? And how they got it? Because of their technology. And this world was back in the equivalent of Earth's 21st century, like the 2020s here on Earth. What they call pre-warp society. They didn't say if they had nuclear weapons or not on that episode there, but I guess they didn't. So they went all the way from pre-warp to straight through warp bomb and bypassed nuclear weapons. Boy, that must have been something there. But anyway, okay. So Captain Pike is in a rock and a hard place here. Because they got a weapon that they shouldn't have at their time. And they got it because of them. So, as it turns out on this planet, and the plot's not too specific, but it does say that there are two warring factions. It doesn't say what kind of factions, it just says two warring factions. One wants to dominate the planet, the other one wants to impose their values on the planet. Sounds familiar, huh? Wonder who could that be? You heard about that anywhere else? I have. It's called the United States of America. Trying to impose their values on everybody else on the planet. Yeah. Okay. And we know the other ones, it's, as you call them, bad guys. Yeah. Well, here on Earth, if you had Captain Pike with the Enterprise coming in and he says, "Oh, I got the big stick here," and the Enterprise, say, over the congressional chamber there, and they go out and look at the windows, and there's the Enterprise looking at them. "Hello, you, hello." Yeah. And he would make that speech that he made on that first episode. Oh, yeah. But back to the difference between Star Trek and real life. Here on Earth, unlike that planet, you don't have two adversaries. You got a whole bunch of them, maybe 20 to 25, big, medium, and small, but all with the same thing. I want the big stuff. I'm tired of being penny ante operator here. I want the big stuff. Yeah. Okay. The big guys, the United States, trying to impose their will on everybody. The Chinese, trying to make everybody fear them. And when they say jump, you say how high. Yeah. And the Russians, they want to clear all the slobs and just have themselves for slobs. But the Russians are slobs and slobs. How can you have a slob be a slob? Oh, you ever see a Russian? They can be slobs. Yeah. That doesn't say much for the Chinese either. Or the Pakistani Indians, Iranians, North Koreans, and Americans, which are the biggest slob of all. Yeah. See what I mean? What do you guys want? If say Captain Pikewood here from a federation of another planet, not Earth. But he came here because you guys have adopted warp-type technology here as a bomb. So it bypasses your nuclear weapons. They're like child's play to you guys in that time. And you're looking at matter, antimatter. Ooh, they can destroy themselves. Yeah, I'm speaking like that because my ancestors had that and had the same problem. But they didn't have the adversaries that you got here on Earth. We only had 5 adversaries. You guys got a whole bunch here. You got big ones, medium ones, small ones, and wannabes. And you got a lot of those, wannabes. Get their hands on the nuclear weapon. The only problem is they don't have the technology for the nuclear weapon. So they have to import it. Sounds like you're trying to import oil like the Americans, huh? Woo-hoo! Yeah. But here's why it would not work, what Captain Pike did on that planet. Number 1, the Americans want to impose their own system. Number 2, the Chinese want to control everything. And number 3, the Russians, they want to eliminate all Slavs but themselves. And then you got the minor players. Iran, who wants to be part of the action. They don't know what the action is. So like the Iosians, from the Star Trek, this original series. A piece of the action. Yeah, that's what they want. And you got the North Koreans who, I don't want to be on China's big foot here. I would have kicked that foot off and say, off of me, boy. I control some stuff here too. Yeah. And then you get the minor players. Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that's a minor player, but it still considers itself some sort of a player. Yeah. The British and the French. Oh, wow, we were second-rate powers after World War II. Don't forget about the Japanese. They got technology they want to make sure that they get so that they can be ahead of everybody else. And the Germans, can you imagine the Germans? You would have a fourth Reich because they have to be back into prominence here, boys. Yeah. The Italians, well, they're still busy having spaghetti right now. They don't know what's going on. So here we are, Americans. This is what you got, a mess. Latin America is a mess. Central America is a disaster. Africa, well, don't even talk about them. Australia, well, they got to worry about their kangaroos over there. New Zealand, you got to figure out what they're talking about because their language is kind of funny. And this is what you got here. Meanwhile, you got a power that says, I want a big stick here, and you guys can either go to war, destroy yourselves, and by the way, we'll give you the weapons to destroy yourself. Yeah, because that's what the other guy would do. Hey, they want to destroy themselves. Why risk our people? You just ask them for some little stuff that they got, and we trade them for weapons and see them blow themselves. Then we come in here and clean up the weapon, clean up the planet, and hey, we got ourselves a nice little nest. See what I mean, Americans? This is where you are today. And that's the difference between Star Trek, Strange New World, and today's 21st century world. You guys don't even have the inklings of what it is to be a society, let alone a race. And when you have another race come in and say, yo, and the first thing you want to do is, okay, let's blow them up, instead of finding out what they want. Yeah. Blow them up? Yeah. Well, with what? Your atomic weapons to them are child's play. They can blow you up with an antimatter weapon or a phase weapon that can vaporize you in seconds. So what do you say, Americans? This is your favorite alien. Are you as dumb as you look and other humans? If the Americans are as dumb as they look, that makes you pretty bad, doesn't it? They're supposed to be the top dog on this planet, and they are dumb. Look at the way they're handling the government. And you humans from other planets, other nations here, you must be dumber than the Americans. Only you can answer this. The Americans don't want to answer themselves because they have no idea what's going on. So this is your favorite alien saying, extinct or survive, it's your choice. Good day.